Hi, it's Neets with your weekly reading. This is for Scorpio. I've shuffled the cards already for you. If this is my new channel, so if you want to receive alerts for these readings, then if you want to subscribe and share and like for the new channel, then you will receive alerts, obviously, as to when the new readings are out. And it's of no cost, of course. It's all free and it's non-invasive. You'll just get a little alert. Okay, so if you want to receive a personal reading, then you can get that through the link in the description. You can have one, two or three questions, I think it is. Yeah, 1, 2 or 3 questions, you can decide, and I will answer your question directly. And you can have a private description from me, a private video reading from me with my answer. Okay, if you want to listen to some healing music, and this is modern music, modern electronic music with healing frequencies embedded to align the chakras. It will help to uplift or relax depending on which chakra you're listening to and which song you're listening to. That is also accessible for free, and you can subscribe to the music channel too if you like. The link is in the description for that as well. Okay, Scorpio, let's go. We've got the 7 of Swords. Ooh. Well, what I'm getting with that is, I mean, okay, you may have some people around you that have been a bit dishonest with you, but I don't get that feeling for most of you. I think this is more about you being dishonest with yourself at the moment. I think you've come to the conclusion that you're not very happy with your life or yourself. I think there are things in yourself or your life that you're not happy with, that you've not been honest about. I think you're finally coming to that conclusion that, yeah, you were pretending to be happy when you weren't very happy. I think some of you are sort of opening up to that. You may have been pretending to be happy in a relationship when you weren't, or you may have been pretending to be happy on your own when you weren't. Or maybe you were pretending to be happy in a job when you weren't, or with your scenario or your situation when you weren't, basically. I just feel that you were pretending to be happy and you weren't, let's say. Okay, this means that you need to look in the mirror a little bit more. Queen of Cups, I feel that you need to love yourself a little bit more. I feel that you need to look in the mirror quite strongly at the moment and think, who am I? Who the hell am I? And what do I want out of life? Have I been honest? No. I think I really need to reassess my life and who I am and what I want. It's time for reflection. It's time for big, big reflection, Scorpio. And it's been coming for a long time, this. I think you've been putting this off. I feel like you've been putting this off for a while. For some reason. I don't know why you've been putting it off. I think sometimes we get carried away with life. Sometimes we feel that life is, we're just having too much fun, or we're trying to distract ourselves because because things are too painful. Sometimes things are too painful to deal with, and so we put things off. We don't want to deal with things, so we just put things off, and we hide behind the nice things in life, but things have come to a head. Excuse me. So I do feel that it's time to look at things. The 9 of Wands suggests to me that I think at night things play on your mind, and it's at night when you have ideas about moving away, moving on, maybe leaving your situation, doing a moonlight flit maybe. I think sometimes you want to run away. Sometimes you want to leave your, secretly, sneakily, and so that nobody knows that you've gone. Maybe you're a bit embarrassed about the way that you live, or embarrassed about the way that you are. Maybe you've hurt people and you're just not feeling good about it, or maybe you just want to disappear because it's easier. I don't know. I just get this feeling that you want to run away from it all. It's not always the answer, though, because if you run away and you don't deal with the issues, you'll just have the same issues but in a different location. So you're not really solving anything, really. Yeah. So it's not the answer. The answer is to face it head on, which is going back to that card, look in the mirror. Face the problems head on and deal with them. Change things about yourself that you don't like. If you don't like them, change things. You can change things. You can do anything. You can be whoever you want to be. The 9 of Swords, a sense of anxieties about yourself. Anxieties about maybe the things that you've done, or the things that you've done in your life, or how you've been, or I don't know, how other people perceive you, or there's something about how other people see you and how you come across to other people, or just the way that you are. Maybe you don't like the way that you are, but you can be who you want to be. You can change all of that. So don't beat yourself up. And the way that people see you is probably not half as bad as you think, because it never is. People don't give you as much attention as you think they do. We always think people stare at us and they think things about us, and actually, unless you draw attention to yourself on purpose, people don't generally. You know, they don't. They're too busy getting on with their own lives. You know, if you want to stand out and you make sure that you do stand out, then yes, people will stare at you. But generally speaking, they're just getting on with their own lives. The Lovers. Maybe this is what you'd like. Maybe you just like a really nice, happy relationship and it's not happened for you. Maybe you'd really like to revisit that part of your life. You'd like to have a nice, happy, steady relationship with someone, and you're just not achieving that at the moment. But maybe that's because you need to heal some inner part of yourself that's not been healed. Maybe you need to revisit some parts of yourself. You need to heal some parts of yourself. That's what I'm getting. So it's all fixable, Scorpio, but you've got to put the work in. You've got to put the work in. It's all fixable. So what does Scorpio need to do to get to that point of the Lovers card then? Let's have a look. What does Scorpio need to do? What does Scorpio need to do? The Four of Blades. Talk to people. Talk to people about your issues. Talk to people about how you feel about yourself. It could be a professional. It doesn't have to be just friends. It can be a professional. Get professional help if you think it will help you, or just talk to people that you trust. Yeah, talk to family, friends, if not, chat about how you feel about yourself and be open and honest. Take time to offload these things, because that's a good starting point, and ask them their opinion. Look at the people who have been successful in their life. Have you got family members or friends who have been successful? Ask them how that's happened for them. Ask them why they think you're going wrong. It can help. It's not always right what they give you, the advice, but it could help. It might give you some insight. That's one thing. Nine of Blades. Go off on your own. Go off on a self-discovery sort of trip. Look at the baggage that you brought with you. This man's got a massive, heavy sledge with bags. Look at the baggage. Look at the baggage that you've brought with you. Where did you get that baggage from? What kind of problems have you brought with you from the past? Why have you brought them with you? Why have you still got them after all these years? Is there a reason for that? Is it because you haven't dealt with it? You brought it with you? Three of Blades. Have you been hurt in the past? Have you brought your hurts with you? Have you been laughing it off instead of dealing with hurt and sorrow? Is it because you've been hurt that you won't let people get close to you? There's something to do with her, because there's a lot of swords here. It's all swords. Blades are swords in this pack, The Moon. You need to face your fears. You definitely need to face all of your fears about yourself, about your life, about what you've done, about, who you are. So there's some heavy stuff here, quite heavy stuff. But like I said, it is all fixable. And finally, the Five of Blades. Again, it's blades. Again, it's swords. That's about loss and sorrow, and it's like cleaning up your mess. It's like if you've hurt someone or if you've been hurting, you need to sort that out. You've got to clean up that mess, whether it's past mess or, you being hurt in the past. You've got to face it and think, I need to deal with that. I need to be brave. You've got to put your brave face on, your big pants on. That's the famous, is the phrase of the moment, isn't it? Put your big pants on. There's a lot of inner work to do, I think, Scorpio. A lot of inner work to do. But, like I said, it's achievable. It's achievable. Give yourself that time and be brave. Go into the depths of your mind. Go to the depths of your feelings and emotions. I know that's very hard for Scorpios at times, but allow yourself to go into the depths. It's not as scary as you think. You know, once you've done it, you can do it again and again and again. Go into the depths. Approachable. Why don't you make yourself more approachable? Allow yourself to approach yourself. That's what I want to say to you. Approach yourself. Make friends with yourself. Tell yourself you're not as scary as you thought you were. Your feelings and emotions aren't as scary as you think they are. What else? Passionate. Allow yourself to be passionate again. Allow yourself to feel again. Some of you may have cut off your emotions because of certain things that happened in the past. You may not have allowed yourself to be passionate again and feel again because you've been so hurt, or you've hurt others, or you've just like shut off that well of emotion because it was too painful. So I'd say allow yourself to feel again. Don't be too scared of your feelings. What else for Scorpio? This is quite heavy, Scorpio, isn't it? It's quite heavy. Caring. Yes, be the caring soul that you used to be. Be the caring soul that you are, that you still are. But again, that means allowing feelings to come up to the surface again. It's almost like you're not allowing your feelings to come up to the surface because of detachment, because you're scared. You have to open that well. Like I said, you have to allow the well to open. What's the vibe? What's the vibe for Scorpio? What's the vibe? That wants to come out. Waves. Oh, that really jumped out, and it says waves. Emotions, worry, fear. Emotions, worry, fear. Well, they do come in waves. Let them come up. Let them come up to the surface. And take some deep breaths. If it feels scary, just take some deep breaths. Let them come up. Feel them. Don't respond to them. Just feel them. Take some deep breaths. And if you don't respond to them and don't think about them, they will just dissipate. It'll go away. But at least allow yourself to feel them. That's the main important bit. Okay? And you will start to think they're not as scary as I thought they were. And they will go away in time. They don't have to overwhelm you for long. I think it's a good starting point. It's a good starting point to heal yourself, okay? That's what I have for you, Scorpio. Practice it, and let's speak again next week. Take care.